And I hate this nigga Sean Strickland.
Man.
Yo, LaShawn Strickland is a real one. He's so funny.
No, he's not.
He is so funny.
No, he's not. He's not funny because he's not joking. He's being dead ass serious, and he really got people out here thinking and talking like this.
No, he ain't got people thinking. He ain't got people thinking and talking like nothing. That's how people feel.
Well, and
It's
that's
like
the problem.
it's like Trump, right? Like it ain't something people all of a sudden had a fucking epiphany. Nah, nigga, people just start saying what they felt.
Yeah, but at the same time, when we're talking about 13 and 14 and 16-year-old boys, they're extremely impressionable. Just like you were when you were walking around trying to be like The Rock. You know what I mean? So then when you see these fucking idiots on here, you can't help yourself. You're going to emulate another man because you're a boy. You know what I mean? So now you got these little boys. I seen like a 16-year-old inside my comments on Instagram, and I had to get at him. He came on there calling Misha Tate and Joanna Young J-Check bitches and hoes. Who are you talking about? With your little cock out inside of your wrestling outfit. Go ahead and get yourself something. Go somewhere else. Yeah.
Why was you studying his meat like that?
Because he had it out in the picture. Yeah, nigga, get out of here. Listen, let me start this off. We ain't even started the podcast. Let me start this off.
Why you turning hood real fast, nigga?
This is not because these people, they don't know. When they go on my Instagram, they think this is a regular Instagram MMA page and they can come on here and say whatever they want. No, the bullshit gets checked at the door.
Oh, you thought you were sweet. You thought you were sweet, nigga? Okay.
You thought wasn't nobody looking. No, I see you.
Niggas will shoot back. Nigga, this is not bloody
here?
Elbow. This ain't none of that smart shit. This ain't Ariel Hawani.
I'm not a publication at all. Peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, Jace, and CJ in the building. Your boy Damien's on a work trip, so he's not here, but he should be here. And maybe next week, maybe the week after that, we'll see. But we are coming off a fantastic UFC 295 card in Madison Square Garden. I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at the card and I named the last episode, like, is this the worst? On paper, it looked like the worst Madison Square Garden card since they had been going to MSG. And boy, did it deliver. How did y'all feel about the card overall?
Overall, Jace, I'm going to give it a 9.4 out of 10.
Damn, that's high. That's high.
Yeah. I mean,
9.4. That's
when's the last
perfect.
time? The main card, I mean, all finishes. You know, what else do we want in life? Starch City and not subs. No subs, you know. Like Christmas came early. Thank you.
The motherfucker said, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Shit. Get in and get the fuck out. I'll probably give it a 8.5. The card was fire, but I wish the main card, we could have got a little bit longer fights, but it is what it is. They don't get paid by the minute. They get paid by the fucking fight. They came in and got out of there. So the card was fire. The main card, the prelims had some good fights, and the pre-pre's had some good fights. So great event.
Yeah, overall,
100%.
Overall, I'm definitely gonna give it. I'm gonna go 9. I'm gonna go crazy because there were some fights like in the beginning that could have been a little bit better. But I'm gonna go 9 because that I don't know what else I could have seen besides everybody getting finished. Besides me making it like a complete 10 because I thought it was awesome. One thing
results wise, has this been the card of the year so far for y'all?
Oh no! I mean, it's still kind of hard for pause for 290. That was International Fight Week, right? 290, 291. Something about the energy of those was just it was. Maybe it's because I was there. I could be being biased.
Facts. Yep. And it's also the people who were on this card that I wasn't even super excited for it. I kept texting Sky. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I like the fighters, but I'm not emotionally invested into them. So I was like, I don't care. But the card brought it for what it was.
Facts.
Yeah, and that is a big distinction that we have to think about. Of you tend to get more fired up when you have that storyline, because really the only storyline we had here was like a force-fed storyline of Pereira trying to avenge his master's loss. But the thing is, I don't even feel like the UFC they should have had that in the forefront. Like, it wasn't pushed at all. Like, and I think that's something that the casuals, all y'all motherfuckers out there, really could have got behind. You know, like that should have been the main thing they were pushing on, like the S-spin and the Yahoo and all that. And it just wasn't really talked about. If you weren't in the know, you didn't know.
You didn't know. Yep.
I think also a reason why that is because of the change up, the switch up between John Jones and Stipe. That was the selling point of this card. And then when that was kind of taken out, they kind of had to reshuffle the deck. And hey, man, I wasn't mad at it. One thing I want to say, shout out to Jared Gordon. Get Mark Madsen out of there. Got him out of there. Get him out of there.
I love the hate. I love it.
Listen, I told y'all last week, I was like, I hate Mark Madsen more than anybody on the UFC roster. And because he just like
damn, hot take.
Hey,
hot take more than anybody on the roster.
Yes.
Over Kobe.
Shout out to DDP.
Yes, over Kobe, because the style is just terrible. If y'all ever have watched his fight, which a lot of y'all probably
over Curtis Blades,
I don't dislike Curtis.
Yeah,
Blades.
we don't. Yeah, we ain't got no hate for Curtis. Come on now.
I can't stand that motherfucker. Dude.
I'm like,
he's
yeah, that's
worst.
you. Like,
he's awful.
I mean, we started the card off with a banger. We started the card off with a 49
second
TKO. You know what I mean? These two little brawls right here, both of them was going after it. Jace and I was texting like, yo, like these dudes really came to scrap. Then Jared Gordon, Jared was getting pieced up a little bit by Mark. Mark was trying to keep it on the feet for a little bit. I was shocked by that because he hit him.
Which is so strange.
It was.
Yeah, I was flabbergasted. Like, my guy, you're not a striker. I understand, you want to just say, hey, I can throw a couple punches. Then he started falling in love with the hands, until all of a sudden he fell by the hand. That was a double entendre over there, bars.
Jay-Z. Hey, so, Jay-Z over here.
Hey, let me ask y'all, who is y'all MVP of the night? One person.
Oh, shit. MVP of the night. You know what? Go ahead, Scott. You go first.
I'm going with my boy Diego Lopez. Shout out to Diego. Oh. Diego came out there. Not only did he get a pop, this is only his third fight in the UFC. He got a big pop. He went out there, starched Pat Sabatini, and I mean, he felt like a star. At least from like the TV, like it felt good. So I would give him my MVP. Oh no! No, I just seen the Terminator looking at me. I just seen Benoit looking at me.
No, keep him. Keep Diego. Keep Diego. Because I don't even want to say it because I was fucking with my nigga Steamroller. I fuck with him heavy, but I'm gonna go BSD. He came in and got it done. He got it done the long way. God damn, put him to sleep. And I like Steamroller a lot. Contender. Oh man, he put him out. I don't know why he was circling off the cage with his hands down. Like, what was you doing, my boy? Like, get your hands
up. I like after the fight, he was like, yeah, you had it here, nigga. You're supposed to have it here.
Gosh,
shout out to Volkanovski. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess I gotta ride your coattails, CJ. BSD, like that's my dude. I text this guy. I'm all in on him. I love his persona. I love his personality. You know what I mean? I love he speaks just enough English. You know what I'm saying? I love that he still hypes his home country. Even though that as America we tend to laugh at the French. You know what I mean? As we don't think about the French being tough, the French being like warriors or anything like that. This motherfucker's a fucking assassin. He's a fucking killer, dude. He wants to sleep people, and I love his call outs. A lot of people were saying, oh, we don't like his call out because they are not realistic.
Yes,
but
they are.
No, I like his call outs. You know what I mean?
Who did he call out again?
He should
he called out
Poirier, Gaethje, and the dude's name starts with a fucking T. I can't think of it.
I'm looking at
the grappler. The grappler. He just fought
Gamrot, Arman.
The other one. Not Gamrot, the other one.
Arman Sarukian.
Sorry, that's what we call it. Sarukian.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So
you have to do that though. Even if he's not even in the top 10 right now.
Yeah, they just put him in. They put him in at 11.
Well, he wasn't ranked, but you got to put those guys on notice. Hey, come fight me. I want to fight you guys. I want to get to the top. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. You guys are going to squat on your name. What did Jiri say? I'm coming. Pause.
I'm
You know what I'm
coming.
saying? You got to be ready. He's ready to go, and he could probably fight soon too, because he didn't take that much damage.
Hey, I'm down
Not
for
as much as
him.
Steamroller.
Listen, I'm down for him jumping up here. I'm down for him fighting somebody. You know, obviously not Mike Chandler because he's gonna
He's
supposed to fight.
waiting.
Oh boy. But I'm down with him fighting Benil. Did they book? I think Benil and Sarukian are fighting.
Benny's
Who's
fighting.
fighting?
Benny's fighting in December in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, who's he
Actually,
fighting again? Let
he's
me see.
fighting
Let me
Arman
put it on
Sarukian
here.
in December.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I figured.
Oh, that card is fire too, because that has my boy
Oh,
Bobby Green on there.
December
We'll
going
get there.
crazy.
We'll get
Yeah,
there.
we'll get there. But
And
I mean, I'm
new.
fine with
And
him
new.
fighting Justin. I'm fine with him fighting Poirier. Poirier want to fight
Dustin.
at UFC. Dustin or Justin. You know, Fazeev is out. He's hurt. So I mean, I'm
love
fine with
Fazeev's.
Sarikian too.
Maybe him
Yeah,
fighting Jalen Turner. Where's Jalen Turner at on the rankings?
they got them both at 11 for some reason.
He'll
Oh wow.
fuck
Okay.
Jalen Turner up.
Hey, that's
He'll
your
beat
dark
the
horse.
skin off that nigga.
That's your dark horse in the division.
100%.
All right. Let's get to
Sky,
the main
you know,
card.
I've been on his train
Yeah.
for a minute. Pause.
Us.
Hey yo,
Yeah, that's
chill.
crazy.
Wow.
Let's talk about the main card so that we can get on to this weekend. Take a look at this weekend, and if we got any hot takes,
Yeah.
we'll jump on that.
So we already talked about the first two. Mackenzie Dern, Jessica Andrade. That was just a horrific performance by Mackenzie Dern. She should fire her coaches. What was your game plan, my guy? What was your game plan?
Shout out to Dean Thomas. Dean Thomas didn't give a fuck during that fight. He came on there and said, whose idea was it for her to fire the head coach at RCV? I can't think of the name. I can't think of his name right now. But he's Cheeto's coach. Cheeto Vera's coach. He's like one of the best strikers, like MMA striker and coaches. Who told them to fire him? He was like, she looks terrible. I was like, you typically don't hear like Dean come out and say something like that. But she was getting pieced up. And if y'all remember last week, I think all of us were saying, hey, Mackenzie Dern by second round TK. Like we thought she was gonna sub out Jessica. Cause Jessica love to do the, spam the hooks. Hey.
What I say, she the female Vanderlei Silva.
Hey, you know who else said that? DC said it too.
Did
no, I'm sorry. Max Holloway said it on his vlog. He said that when he was watching.
Me and Max are like right here. It's like me, Max, the same shit.
Yeah.
But Dern did have a little moments. I just watched the whole card again. The shit was only 10 minutes long because the fights flew by. She had a little bit of her moment. The fights like that. She had her moments, but what we say, Sky, Jessica was not trying to go 1-4 to end the year, so she needed that win, and she came. Yeah. And Sky, I didn't know why you didn't tell me that she was getting a divorce. I would have switched my pick.
I should have told y'all. I didn't know if it was out there because I didn't watch any of the media scrums. That apparently she had been talking about it in the media. But yeah, like she was getting a divorce, and that's why she's been fighting so much. She's trying to pay off the divorce paperwork. And yeah, I'm like, she fought Mackenzie Dern. We see how she looked last year or against Angela Hill after she was getting her divorce. Jessica came inside there, dropped her 3 times in that second round. That was nasty. One thing I do want to say, shout out to Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall came in and did his thing. I was scared for a moment. Hey, shout out to Limited. He always watches the podcast. He commented last week and was like, he was going for Sergei. And then like when he seen that Jace was going for Sergei, he went with Tom instantly. He said he went with Tom instantly. He was like, all of Sergei's bad habits popped out to him. And he was like, shout out to Jace for saving me a bad bet. I was like, it's about time Jace starts catching strays around here.
It's okay though. It's okay because I got him too because he tried to talk shit and then picked the wrong soccer team. You know what I'm saying? So step your game up, son.
How do you feel about that fight, Jace?
Not great. What the fuck you mean?
Not even like that. I'm just saying, bro. We got a podcast, nigga.
Not great. Listen, it is what it was, man. That fucking fight had me in a wide range of emotions. I went up when like Sergei tagged him for a second. Oh yeah. That's my dude. Oh shit. Damn. And then, he was gone. He was in the Narnia. Tom, I don't know. It's so hard to break down some of these heavyweights because their fights are so quick. You know, you don't actually get to see them in there battling back and forth. You know, his punches touch harder, shall I say, more than first. And shout out to Tom. Also, shout out to Vinny, who was on the pod earlier, because he slid into my DMs fucking instantly, like boom, 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 damn, talking that shit. I told you, mate. I fucking told you.
Was he from the? No,
What do you
he
think?
was from Ireland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ireland,
Vinny,
Irish boy.
okay.
Yeah,
I thought it like I was. Oh, go ahead, Scott. I'm sorry.
I think for me, like I said, I went with Tom. I feel like Tom was gonna get it done. But if I do feel what you're saying, Jace, as far as like when it comes to the heavyweights, I feel like it's 50-50. If they fight 10 more times, I can't say that Sergey doesn't clear Tom.
It's a flip of a coin with that. You
It's a
don't never
flip.
know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead, CJ.
So I was waffling on a podcast. I said I was going for Tommy. I was rooting for Tommy anyway. But I don't know if you have the verdict app where you can make picks, this and this. I changed my pick. I picked Sergey on it just off of feeling. But I was rooting for Tommy. Bro, Tommy was in there looking huge. Fast forward. Ain't don't even know fucking no, we're fast forwarding. Cause this motherfucker
CJ,
6'5", 260. Yes, sir.
Pause for a second. Let me ask you a question. You an old nigga. Did you ever watch ECW back in the day?
Yep.
Tell me your boy Tommy Aspinall does not look like Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer? With
Scott,
the kendo
bring
sticks?
up, yes, my man. Bring up Tommy Dreamer for everybody, so you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You gotta get him with the goatee.
Old schools. So yeah, Tommy Aspinall is going to be a problem because he's the new revolution of heavyweight now.
Yeah.
Him and Gon, footwork is crazy, and like Jay said, he ate a nasty punch. It was a 1-2 too. He stumbled, and then if you notice, when Sergey started throwing them punches, my boy Tommy started moving like a nigga. He had that nigga head movement. He said, "Nope, nope,
wait a minute.
nope, nope." But you know, Tommy, he's gonna be a problem. He's big, fast, strong. Fast forward.
You know more personally than I do.
Shoo. And I don't think Jones is going to want to fight him. I don't think Jones is going to want to fight him.
Definitely not.
Here's the thing, and I want y'all's opinion on this. I'm to the belief that the Jones and Stipe fight is a double retirement fight. Do y'all agree?
I believe so. So yeah, I'm right there too. Because you see, Jones is hurt. It's going to take mad long to come back. I think it's that hey, let's get this Legends fight out and let's get out of here unscathed. Let me fight the oldest dude in the building and we're done for. you know, like
facts. It doesn't have to be for Jones, though. It doesn't have to be, but I think that it is. I think he's smart enough to know that, like, hey, you don't want to fight these dudes. Like, you don't want to fight Tom. You don't want to fight Sergey. Like, these dudes are terrifying. And for me, it's like, don't even make it for the belt. Turn this interim belt into the regular championship, and then y'all can do a Legends fight. We could just watch Stipe and Jones fight and let them go. Because
right off in the sunset.
Yeah, because if Jones is gonna retire, like I don't want to see. Why should Tom, how old is Tom? Like 20, like I think he's 30. He's 30 years old. Why should he have to wait a year to a year and a half? Because nothing's guaranteed. Like John Jones has 8 months. You know, he's not really gonna be ready to probably even start training until summer. So what? He gotta wait. Tom gotta just sit there and wait. Like no, that's crazy.
So it's crazy. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
I was just gonna ask. So I think we all kind of want Tom to be able to fight, right? So who do we want to see him fight next?
Cyril.
Really?
I do. And the only reason why is because I like Cyril, but because Cyril is deficient in grappling, Tom's gonna clear him. But because they are those two prototypes, I just think it'd be fun. You know what I mean? Yep. Especially if Cyril could start really working on his takedown defense right now. You know what I mean? Yep. We could see something really exciting there. I don't want to see Jailton Almeida. I'm pissed at him still.
God.
That's your nigga. Stop playing.
I'm with you too, Scott. I would like to see him
Derek
fight
Lewis
Gone.
nigga. He was riding him, not me.
I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm so weak.
Yo, that's crazy.
Hey, shout out to
Cause
Derek Lewis.
Hey, D. Lou was sitting there like he was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna just take it too. I don't even care. I mean, I like this.
Feels right.
It
Feels
feels
right.
good.
Shout
My
out to
no-nos is
Derek.
feeling okay right now.
Yeah, it feels
Shit.
good.
No, but I'm with you too, Scott. I would like to see. I don't know who the fuck they're gonna match him up with, but I would like to see him fight Gon because I think they pair up well. I still think Tommy will win though because I think he's just a little bit more aggressive. He has a little bit more killer instinct than Gon does. You know, Gon be playing around too much. Who would you like to
I
see
think Tommy
Tommy
has
fight?
Me.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go, what you was about to say?
Oh, I was just gonna say I agree with your analysis. I just think that Tom has like probably a little bit more power.
Yep.
Than Cyril Gone. You know. But again, shout out to Tom, man. I'm glad he got it done. I'm not glad. I'm okay with him getting it done because I actually do like Tom Aspinall.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You just
good
want to be
lad.
Right.
Always. What you mean? Undefeated, undisputed. Stop playing.
Oh, you know what?
And speaking of that, let's talk about the main event.
The main event. Hey, as soon as it starts, I call Jace. We watching Alex little walk out, you know, with the little bow and arrow. The first thing Jace says is, "Damn, Alex looks dry." And I'm just like, no, don't say that. Because the last time he said that was Kamaru versus Leon. And Kamaru went out there, which is like never really got going. And there was another thing that he said that on. I was like, absolutely not. And then I was sitting there, I was like, hey, he do look dry. He looked dry like he just washed, like he took a shower with Ivory soap. Like, your man's skin was
mad
dry.
ashy. You be mad ashy with the Ivory soap.
Scott,
for real,
that's the
though.
funniest. I was listen. Me and Scott was talking, and I had to stop talking because I was crying because I was like, "That's the funniest shit you've ever said." If you've ever washed with some 89-cent Ivory soap,
you know,
mad dry.
You know.
Oh my god! If you in the know, like that hits you. That hits you because I've had the. What the fuck is wrong with my skin? Goddamn.
Not shea butter, not cocoa butter. Ain't nothing gonna get that skin right, man. You gotta get that Ivory soap off of you.
You gotta get some lard in you. You know what I'm saying? But yes, man. Like I was like, damn, your boy Pereira is literally bone dry, like 102-year-old grandma. Like, what the fuck is this? And I was terrified. Even when he's in the ring, I was like, not a bead of sweat on him, but just he just got those like I've killed people and I took my time
and
I enjoyed it. Yes, me and Scott was looking like, why this motherfucker ain't blinked yet? Like when he was walking out, he took him like 2-3 minutes to blink. It was one of the craziest things ever.
I was like holding my eyes open, like I ain't gonna miss it. I ain't gonna miss it. I try to see when he gonna blink. One thing I will say, I did text. Now on the pod last week, I went Jiri, but I don't know. Something kept ticking in my head about it. And right before I text CJ and Jason, I was like, "Nah, I'm going Alex." And then at this point, Jace was already like, he's in shambles because Sergei didn't lost. And Pat Sabatini had lost, and he's like, "Shit, I don't know. All my picks is going crazy."
Hold on,
like,
he picked Pat Sabatini?
Yeah. Technically, yes. I ain't gonna front.
He pulled a U. On the pod, he picked Pat, but then he bet Diego Lopez.
Well, even on the pod, I just went because I was like, oh fuck it, all y'all going in, I just go opposite.
That's what you did. That's what you did say too. Though.
I'll take the L.
I can dig it.
I'll take the L.
I remember that. I do remember that. Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, man, just based off the vibes, I was like, I think Alex gonna get him out of there. He goes, man, I think I'm switching my pick. I think I'm going with Jiri. Like, we were in shambles as this fight was starting. Like,
you know what's crazy? I think everybody in America and across the world was doing that shit. Because on the pod, I was like, I'm going for Alex. But the thing is, I be letting haters and people who think they know everything skew my mind, and I'll be like, man, I just want this motherfucker to win to make everybody shut the fuck up. So I picked Alex on the pod, but on my verdict, I picked Jiri just on some, because I was listening to Mo. I need to stop listening to her.
Go catching strays.
She catches strays. But Alex, I just rewatched the fight again. It was a good fight for what it was. Alex his leg kicks are crazy.
dude.
He just
So
flicks him out of nowhere, and he had Jiri spinning. He don't even like throw kicks.
the
He
first
flicks
kick,
him.
first 10 seconds of the fight, this nigga was on the ground. So
It's crazy.
Me and Sky, we talked about this after the fight. We must have talked for about 10 to 20, and we were just like, what the fuck is going on with this nigga, bro? Because like when you see him again, like he doesn't turn over their hips and stuff that you're always taught technique wise. He's not that picturesque Joe Rogan GSP perfect form. He just boop, and he looks like he just touches you with it.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, nigga, like, do you really got the hand of God like that? You know what I mean? Like where you just boop, because his leg was completely fucked. And then me and Sky, we were like trying to analyze him. Like you see him out there, like he looks stiff as fuck. Like he looked stiff, like he just ate Viagra's to the face, just Stifler, Steven fucking Stifler. You know what I mean? He doesn't move at all very well. You know what I mean? He tends to back straight up. He's hittable. He gets hit.
That's
he got
I think
hit.
rewatching the fight again out because I watched it. I had to stream, so it was fucking up a little bit. Rewatching it again, I was just like, oh. Once Jiri started going forward and putting pressure on him, having him on his back foot, he's not that good fighting off his back foot. Jiri started tagging him a lot, going backwards
until
started stressing him out. And they got him into a little grappling exchange on the cage, and he turned them, and that's when he threw the combo and dropped him.
Well, shit. Actually, did you think he was gonna? Alex was gonna sub Jiri with the guillotine?
Yes,
that shit looked
in the
deep
first
as
round?
fuck.
Because I was
that
like,
shit looked deep as fuck.
It did, and it looked like his whole face turned red a little bit, and I seen him take a deep breath, like one of those, and then DC was going crazy. He has the guillotine. He has it in. Watching those two guys fight, it looked like I think somebody wrote in the Twitter and was like, it looked like King Kong and Godzilla going at it. It looked like two titans. It's crazy. Those dudes are huge. Pause.
Yeah, I really even going back to that end exchange, that hook that he hit him with, typically you got to get full extension, turn over. He didn't turn right here.
Just touched him. Just touched him.
Yep.
I like the power that this man has. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's freaking crazy. At first I did think that the stop was a little early, but I feel like the more I watch it now, I'm like, oh, okay, like I can understand. But at the same time, like Mark Goddard again in New York City, because you did that with Izzy last year. Like Mark
and
again,
Aljo.
Izzy was fucking done. He was about to die.
It doesn't kill him then.
Kill him then.
Damn,
if he dies, Hey, if he dies, he dies.
Yes. Y'all came into a fight. We just
signed up
Matt Favola get headshot dead, a public execution. You know what I mean? Like.
Listen, I'm on, and I always be on the fence. I will always be on the side of it is better for an early stoppage than a late stoppage. Because guys, you know, I seen you reels all day of just people just like, where is the ref? Where the fuck is the ref? Because this dude took 18 extra shots.
Yeah, but championship fight when I've been
That's the thing with this. Hey, yo, finish her off. Yeah, don't stop playing. That's the thing. That's the thing with this fight. I just literally watched it again and rewound it. I felt like it could have gone a little bit more, especially in a championship fight. And I'm not saying to sit there and let him just beat his brains off for 30 seconds, but let's see what was going to happen after that. Let him get into that position and mount, because he was still moving. As soon as Goddard got in there, he hopped right the fuck back up. They pushed him to the side of the cage, and he was still hopping around like he was cool. I'm not saying that you got to be unconscious and looking crazy. And then shout out to my boy Rerax on TikTok. So as soon as that Jiri said, yeah, I was out, you have no more argument to go against his officiating. You know what I'm saying? But looking at it, it's easy for me to say it and everybody else to say, like, oh, it was early, it was late, it was this, because we're not in there. You know what I'm saying? We're not in there. So, like Jay said, you want to proceed on the side of caution, you know, to stop the fight. Like I was watching Bare Knuckle on Friday, and the motherfucker was literally out on his feet, or not on his feet, on the ground, stiff.
Game Bread's bare knuckle
Game Bread.
MMA. Mm-hmm.
I posted on my page on TikTok. The referee forgot he was a referee. he forgot he was a referee. Bro, the dude was stiff. And remember, this is bare knuckle. He was stiff. He came in more. Boom, boom, boom. And then the referee came and stopped it. I just wanted to see a little bit of more work to see if he was going to be able to get out of there or not. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You stop the fight. You can't go back and change nothing from it. So
I don't think that there's a discussion to be had for the simple fact that he said he was out. Like that's end of discussion. That's end of discussion. For
we also got to remember
it,
who it is too, though. You know, Jiri has the Bushido code type of shit.
Yeah,
he thinks he's a samurai. He's not gonna ever complain. He's not ever gonna. He's not never gonna say no shit like that. He's gonna be man, I was out. I'm done. It was cool.
This is not the first time he has said that. You know what I mean? The last time he said he was out, but he came back and won the fight out
against Dominic
Reyes. Back up.
Exactly.
Out, and he woke back up.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's wrong. If you're
it's
out, what do you mean it's not? Okay.
Stop.
If you get knocked out in a fight, unconscious, the fight is supposed to be over instantaneously, right or wrong.
If it's a flash knockout, how do you know? How do you know?
I'm asking you a question. If someone get their lights turned out,
technically yes, but if it's a flash knockout, that's different.
I don't know though, because shout out to my boy Isaiah again.
A flash knockout. The key
he put on the Czech Congo versus Pat Barry fight. That motherfucker was knocked out 3 times in a row, and then came back and won the fight.
Terrible refereeing.
No.
Exactly.
Yes, Sky.
Marab versus
Sky.
Ricky Simone.
That is
what fight was
terrible refereeing.
But
if someone goes out, yes, because
they were still fighting.
No, they were not. He was knocked out. He got woke back up. If you get knocked out and then you get woke back up because you hit your head, all that is the key word there, knock out.
But at the end of the day, it's a split second, so a ref isn't able.
It doesn't matter
unless they're right there able to see that you went out that quick.
But it doesn't. I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about. No, because I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about what the ref is supposed to and not supposed to do. Right? The rules are: if you get knocked out, the fight is over. If you lose consciousness, the fight is over.
But nobody can tell if you wake back up. If it's a flash knockout. So you're talking about they're supposed to go to sleep, wake up from that flash and be like, hey, time out. I just went to sleep. So I gotta stop fighting.
No, I'm saying the ref is supposed to catch that and supposed to end it. Anytime my main argument is, all right, anytime a fighter goes out, whether it's a knockout or sub, the fight is instantaneously supposed to be over. Now you can say, oh, it was this or that, or because then there's been like subs where people go out, right? And then the person will let them go. And then I'm good. Joe Rogan with Gray Maynard and who did he fight? CJ?
You said Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan was interviewing Gray Maynard when he went out during a fight. Ooh. And they showed the camera. It was like, look, like we can see you're clearly out. You're clearly limp. Pause.
I don't have it on top of my head. Pause.
Shit. Y'all keep talking. I'm going to find this real fast.
Okay.
All I'm saying is,
but we also got to think about, how Mark Hunt used to hit motherfuckers with the walk-offs. Sean O'Malley with the walk-offs. Mm-hmm. Is this like, okay, I drop you and you just walk off? Does that mean the fight is just over? And they do that a lot just to be like, hey, the fight's over. And it happened to Sean a couple times where he drops people, he walks off and he be like, hey, bro, I didn't call the fight off yet. And I'm not saying Mark is wrong. I just want to, it is a definitive win. But like, hey, 2 more seconds, boom, boom, then it's done. Because to me, it looked like he still was ready to work a little bit.
Yeah, I thought I was going to see some ground and pound. Like, honestly, when it got caught off, I was like, wait a minute. What happened? Like, I thought something had happened. Because it was just all we can hear is your phone. But yeah,
because when he went down to his back, he didn't go down flat like this. His hands were up here.
Yeah.
Like
he still
defending himself.
Yeah. So, I mean, it it is what it is. Like I said, preferably if it's a championship fight, I do want the fighter to have the ability to be able to potentially, come back. But
Scott, I'm going to push back with you one time real fast, and I'm done fighting with you about this. It's funny. It's interesting, right? How you make a specific thing about it being, you're making a distinction about it being a championship fight, right?
Yes.
All right. And that you should get a little more leeway with a championship fight than a normal fight, right?
Yeah, in this example, but I mean, I think even if you bring up a regular fight that's just happening somewhere, I think a fighter should get an opportunity because an early stoppage can hurt somebody's career. What if you get an early stoppage and this is now your third loss? Now you're getting cut from the organization.
But specifically, you've said repeatedly of when championship fights, you want a little bit extra.
Sure.
Yeah, but then you also will be like, championship fights, like, you don't beat the champ. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as you got to beat the champ.
When they say you got to come in and beat the champ, all you got to do is win 3 out of 2 rounds.
Yeah. So it should all be played the same.
I am saying that it's played the same. I'm saying that you need to go inside there and win 3 out of 2 rounds. I'm not saying that if it's a close round, just automatically give it to the champion. Absolutely not. I'm completely against that. I'm against the whole notion that in order to beat a champ, you got to beat the champ. No, I have to win 3 out of 2 rounds. And if it's a close round, you can't just be like, well, you know what?
Oh, the champion got that just because he's the champion.
I'm just gonna give it to him. No, that's madness. That's what they do in boxing.
Love boxing.
Shout out to Tyson Fury. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think Alex was still gonna win that fight. But we'll never know. So shout out to Alex. Who do y'all want to see Alex fight next?
Izzy, 100%. I want him to knock Izzy into the netherworld. You know what I mean? I love the call out. I love the only thing I got from the interview was "come to daddy." I really hate the fact that I don't speak Portuguese or he doesn't speak English, because we don't get that back and forth. You know what I mean? Me and Sky were talking about this, CJ. I'm sure you'll probably agree. It's like, fucking, I don't even care about the fucking press conferences anymore.
Oh, I didn't even watch them this time because Tom could only speak English, right? Yeah, Tom was the only one who could speak English, so I didn't even really watch them because I was like, it don't hit the same when the interpreter is talking for them. Like, bro, I want to, you spit that shit,
Facts.
But that's us too, because it's like they're in another country, and I know their people are like, fuck yeah, say that shit, and we're just like, all right, man, whatever.
Yeah. Fact.
English exceptionalism.
For real though,
Yeah. But like when I heard the translated term of it, I was like, oh, this is fire. He thought about this. Yeah, I was in the bar. Now what? You're the one in the bar. And I'm going to throw you a bone. Come to daddy out of Sanya. Like, it's great. That's great.
As soon as it happened, like Jason, I think we were either on the phone or texting or something. And I was saying like, yeah, I need that at UFC 300. But then I seen Izzy's video and Izzy don't look like he ready to come back. Like he laughed at it.
Chilling. Yeah.
Yeah, so
and I think a lot of people on the internet gonna take that shit weird and be like, "Oh, he's coming to save him." I'm like, bro, y'all really think he's coming to save him? Bro's living good. Bro got hella money. He's hella chilling right now. It's kind of opposite of what Alex was doing in his life when he was literally in the bar getting fucked up every day and drinking his life away. And Izzy's like, bro, you had talent. Bro's like, Izzy done had the belt. He won it back again. He's living a good life. Like, he ain't stressing it. He could walk away right now and be like, I'm good forever.
Yeah. But shout out to Alex for having the foresight to call out. Because before the fight started, I told Jace, I can't remember the line that I put, but I said something. I was talking spicy, how Alex should have got on the mic. And he did get spicy. But shout out to Alex for calling out Izzy. That's the biggest fight for him. To get paid, that is the biggest fight for him to get paid.
Yeah.
Is going money. Up against Izzy. Because now we definitely want to see it. At 205, it's a shot for Izzy to be a double champ. It's Alex redemption at his proper weight class. It would be fire. They put that on UFC 300. Gotta see it. But I don't think Izzy ready to come back.
No.
During that time,
he said 2027.
He's not doing that. He was literally, if you actually watch the video, he was being cheeky. He was just telling a joke. He's like, yeah, maybe 2027. He was just joking. Like, I don't know why people keep taking it serious because they're just reading the quote rather than seeing the video.
Also, I love that Izzy was like, I wish this motherfucker spoke English. Like, he's thinking the same thing, nigga. All right.
You're like, this is going to be a fire quote, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go on to this week's weak-ass card on paper.
So this weekend, we got your boy, Brendan Allen, taking on Paul Bear Jew Craig. Now...
Did you just say Jew?
His name is Bear Jew.
I'm just
That's
joking.
his nickname.
Chase Hooper.
Yeah, we got Chase Hooper. Hopefully he don't get power bottom by the number one power bottom.
This fight's gonna be unwatchable.
That fight's gonna be so fire.
Gonna be
that
unwatchable.
Fight's gonna be fire.
I want to see Chase Hooper fight the Russian Chase Hooper.
If they were
no, you size. Don't. No, you don't.
And that Russian Chase Hooper, Kopolov, whatever his name is, he ain't no
Kopolov. Yeah, and he ain't no joke.
Hey, keep your eye out. I know y'all don't really watch Dana White's Contender Series, but this kid right here, Peyton Talib, he was on Dana White's Contender Series this year. Your boy was flowing like Sean, like a young Sean, like he was out there flowing. He did his thing. Okay. Yeah, make sure y'all watch this fight because he's really good. Who else is
Johnny
on here?
Parsons.
Yeah, we got Jonathan Pierce on here. Hey, this is gonna be a good fight versus Brito. Brito always comes with it. So on paper it don't look too crazy, but it's gonna be a good fight. A lot of the people are from Dana White's Contender Series. So yeah, if Brendan Allen comes out to Kevin, pause. If Brendan Allen comes out to Kevin Gates again, he gonna win.
Let's go.
He might come out to some Juicy J this time.
Hey, shout out to Michael Morales as well. Like,
yeah,
he had been doing his thing. Every fight he's been in, been fire. Jake Matthews has been having like a real good comeback in his career. I think he's won like the last 2 or 3 fights that he's been in. Let me see.
I think he might have lost his last one.
Oh, he did. Because I really like him. Stelzenberger.
Because he got a lot of skills. He has a lot of skills.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what happened to your boy Fiallo, Jace?
He was hot there for
Fiallo?
He was hot Fiallo.
There. Yeah, he made
the one Buckley this one.
He done made me some money over the years. Fiallo done made me some cha-ching.
He on a 4-fight losing streak. I didn't even realize that.
Damn.
Exactly.
The mighty have fallen.
Oh man, he was on this card too.
Yeah. Yeah,
so I'm the only one that get excited for women's MMA. Look at that. Look at Jace.
Listen,
Jace don't like women, y'all.
You just
he shook his head. He shook his head.
We got you.
Got him.
Got him, coach.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting to watch. Like, I definitely want to see Chase Hooper versus Jordan Levitt.
That's the fight of the year right there.
Hey, Chase Hooper been doing his thing on the feet. Jordan Levitt been, I don't know what Jordan
twerking them cheeks.
Yeah.
He is so bogus. He is so bogus, and he's such a troll.
We got to get him on the podcast. We got to get him on the pod.
This is really
we got to get him on the pod, yo. Come to Scrap and Roll, Jordan Levitt.
I'm telling you,
him and Damien will hit it off perfectly.
Wine drinking Damien. Wine drinking Damien specifically.
Wine drinking Damien catching strays out here.
Hey, wine drinking Damien is a wild boy. I mean, you'll never know what he's. You know what? Shout out to my boy Damien. I don't know if you've seen all his modeling pictures, Sky, the other day.
Yeah.
He a wild boy.
Hey, guess what? Some of them pictures was at my event. That's how I met Damien. He was modeling some of my clothes when I had a clothing line. So yeah.
Shout out to all of the male lingerie out there.
It was not no lingerie.
Banana hammocks. The banana hammocks.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Meat hugger.
Hey, yo.
We got any hot takes, Jace? Oh, did y'all want to do any type of like picks on that?
Let's do the last three. Let's do the last three.
All right, Chase Hooper versus Jordan Levitt.
Oh God.
Who you got, Jace?
This is a fucking joke. Draw? No. I can't. I cannot go for Levin.
Nah, bro, you
any
got
capacity.
I'm
going
going
Chase
Jordan
Hooper.
11.
I'm going Chase Hooper.
I'm going Jordan 11. Girl, who you got, Jordan 11 or Chase Hooper? She didn't pick me. Okay, I got Jordan 11, bro.
Yeah, because I think it's
By
gonna...
anything he wants.
Oh God.
Put some of that
Take
grown
it or
man
leave
body
it.
on him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You gonna love me. What Mike Tyson say?
I fuck you, white boy. I'm gonna make you love me.
I will fuck you till you love me, which is maybe the coldest line I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my God.
Ever.
Mike Tyson yells some stuff like that at you, leave immediately. Immediately. Get out of
That's
there.
not the coldest shit you can tell another grown ass man. I will fuck you till you love me. What?
Did he tell you that in the elevator?
Nah. Unfortunately, I'd have just started crying. I'd have just like pulled down my pants and start crying.
What? Why was that the go-to?
Listen, if Mike Tyson wanted to take your cheeks,
what you gonna do about
it? Ain't no nothing to do about it, bro.
Nothing.
Listen, nothing.
I don't want to be swallowing my teeth only, you know.
Only?
Yeah.
Whoa.
What else you gonna be swallowing, my boy?
That's just some pod humor, you know. We keep it
Shout out to Scrap and Raw. Ain't no other fucking podcast doing it like us, bro.
Nobody. Everybody's so
keep your
serious.
80% take down somewhere else. We don't care. Get that out of here, bro.
Yo, listen.
Nerds.
Everybody is so serious. They are so serious.
Why so serious?
On the podcast last week, someone commented and was like, I watched the first 10 minutes and I'll never click on this podcast again, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay, bye.
Peace. There go the door.
like imagine somebody calling you right now, a number you don't know, and you answer, you're like, hello, and they're like, hey, I'm never gonna call you again in life. And okay,
thank you.
Thanks. Like I missed out on nothing. Like you guys have to realize that like we are not your average podcast, and we really don't care. We come in here because we enjoy this,
and we'll clap back. Be ready.
Facts.
Shoot or shoot.
Who we got? Facts. Who we got? Michael Morales or Jake Matthews?
Michael Morales.
I met him, so I'm always gonna go with him. So fast. Let's go.
Got you. I'm going Mike too. Brendan Allen versus Paul Craig.
I want to hear Jace on this one. Who you got? 22-5, 17-6-1.
I'm going to do a CJ. I know who I think's gonna win, but I'm gonna fucking roll and take the pick with Paul.
You picking Paul?
I think he's going. I think he's going to lose, but I'm going to pick Paul. That's my official pick. That's my official pick. Is Paul?
Bear juice.
I think I'm the opposite. I think Paul might pull it off. He's coming down to 185, but I kind of like Brendan Allen a little bit, so I'm going to Brendan Allen.
I feel the exact same way. I feel like Paul's going to potentially get it done, but I'm going Brendan because every time I think Brendan ain't going to win, somehow
he be pulling some shit off. Yeah,
really? Like that's how I feel about Paul Craig because you'd be like, yo, he about to get the snot beat out of him.
When Brendan Allen beat Muniz, I was shook because Muniz was running through the division. His grappling is A1, and he submitted him. I was like, wait a minute, that had me shook. Let me see. So he's on a 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on a 5-fight winning streak right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and look at them submissions. So
submitted Bruno Silva.
Exactly. He submitted your boy. What's Big Mouth? He submitted him some ways back.
Y'all think that Paul Craig is supposed to win this fight?
Yeah.
What's the odds? Because I'm thinking Allen's supposed to win this fight.
They don't have it up here. Let me see if I can pull it up on my.
It's gonna be crazy because they both got good grappling, like jiu-jitsu grappling.
That's what Paul Craig does. Your boy Paul Craig be getting the snot shit beat out of him, like CJ in high school.
No, never.
That never happened.
Don't get mad at me because Mike Tyson did crazy things to you in the elevator. Like, come on, bro.
Don't be jealous.
And if
Oh
y'all
my
don't remember the
God.
story, y'all go back and find that story. And that means go watch all our videos and find it.
Facts. They got Brendan at minus 350 and Craig at plus
Oh,
255.
wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
Brandon
crazy.
Allen got to be the favorite.
That's crazy.
Because your boy Paul Craig has got zero stand-up game. And then
Zero striking.
he's fighting someone who's arguably just as good in jiu-jitsu as he is. So how you gonna win, nigga?
And he be in there like, I'm not going to say he fake tough, but he be hella acting like he's about to come in there and swing and bang. And he
Yeah.
be just pulling guard. Like, nigga, what is you doing? Like, come on, bro.
Oh man, that's so fact. That's so fact. Yeah, look, big scary guy, all these tattoos, man. Hey man, I just want to hug you on the ground, my guy.
Just want to do a little butt scoot.
Shout out to Gordon Ryan, dickhead.
Hey.
Fuck
Yeah,
Gordon Ryan. Heard it here first. That guy can suck it slow.
Okay. And you hating on Jordan, but this whole pod,
but you hated on Jordan. It's crazy.
Do y'all rock with Gordon Ryan?
I don't really fuck with him.
No, I had to unfollow him.
Racist motherfucker.
I don't follow him. I just don't like hype train type shit. So I just be wanting him to lose every time he has a match. So
yeah,
and he's a super juice head.
And he says it's proud.
Yeah.
Hey,
until they ban it.
It's legal in their sports.
Yeah.
We got any hot takes?
I take Jace.
Hot take. Let me pull it up.
Sorry. Hey, before you read, is Jessica Andrade a Hall of Famer?
100%.
Hey, you know my line. My line. Don't even start it. Once Cowboy got in there, anybody. Yep. Paul Craig.
And she's Paul Craig, a Hall of Famer, is crazy. Yo. Is Jessica the female BMF?
She has to be. She didn't went through she didn't went through the three main divisions. She can't go to 145. I mean, 145 really don't even exist. But she didn't went through 15, 25, and 35. I don't even think
she fought at 35?
Yes.
Who she fought at 35?
Let me pull up who she fought.
That's it, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, as y'all pulling that up, let me get to this first hot take.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got a hot take from @AaronBuyer95 on Instagram. Thank you for the follow. And he asked, would you rather see hold on, let me get the divisions right. Boom. Would you rather see a 220-pound division
220
or men? So like a shit. I mean, how many women 220?
It's crazy. Thick as hell. 220 is crazy.
Would you rather
That's Meg the Stallion. Sky, why you look back like that?
I'd like to see. I'd like to see that.
I'm done with y'all.
Hold on.
Real quick before we get into the 220s. She fought Liz Carmouche at 135.
Wow, I didn't even know Liz fought at 35.
Yeah, she fought a couple people, but I'm just going over she beat Larissa Pachenko at 135.
Wow.
She fought Rocky Pennington at 135.
Wow.
She fought and then she lost one fight to her. So yeah, she's had quite a few fights, but a lot of fights. Like she began the UFC at 135. And then she
shout out to her then.
Yeah,
she the female BMF for real.
For real. But go ahead with your 220s.
Yep. It was saying, would you rather see a 220-pound division or a 160-pound division?
Oh, man.
Damn, I mean, we done got super quiet.
Because I think the better fighters will be at 160.
Yeah.
But it sucks the jump from 205 to 265 is crazy. That shit is nuts. Yeah, I just watched DC versus Stipe today, and DC was only 235, and he was a thick boy in there. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather see a 160 division because you have people like Dustin Poirier go there.
Yeah.
Kobe will go there. A
Preferably
lot of those
65.
165. Yeah, I'm cool. Like
So that
that'll
it
be a
will
cool
go
division.
55, 65, 75, and then
And
85. It just makes
I
more
don't
sense.
understand that because it goes 25, 35, 45, 55.
Yeah.
Give me 65, 75,
Yeah.
85.
Exactly. It start getting crazy.
Start jumping all over the goddamn place.
I think for me, it's definitely easy because you have a lot more like big names between 170 and 155 that obviously we would love to see fight. But I think it changes the complexity if we have a 220 division, because then you have a lot of people who are like dying, to make 205, and they don't have to die, to make that 205. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you say, nigga, do you want to weigh 210? And then fight someone who's walking in at 280 that night? Like, nah, dog. Nah.
And it's like, imagine somebody like Johnny Walker, right? He goes down to 205. This motherfucker is 6'6".
Yeah.
And if he fought at like a 220 around that area, I think you will get more natural, crazy athletes. Not saying like football players are the epitome of fighter type dudes, but imagine those type of linebacker dudes coming in to fight at 220. They are like 235, and then they drop down to 220. Man,
Even
that's
Alex. Even
I was
Alex
just
at
gonna say
even
that.
Alex. Yeah,
I can
even
see
him.
Alex 100%. He could fight at 220.
Oh yeah, he'll be fire right there. Because then if he goes up to heavyweight, you have a motherfucker just press ham on him.
Yeah.
Just big body, big belly.
Not press him.
Press ham. Shout out to Big Black. Shout out to Big Black from Robin Big.
Oh man, I love that
R.I.P.
show.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Yeah, that's actually a real good question. I would love to.
Oh, also R.I.P. Yesterday, the 13th, was a year anniversary of Rumble.
Rumble.
Johnson.
R.I.P.
Yeah, shout out to
who could have fought at 220 as well.
Should have.
For real,
How did Rumble ever make 170? Oh my god, dude!
And who let him even go try to do that? He looked horrible. He was so small.
You think about like people, and you think like, oh, like even Alex, like how did he make 185? How did Rumble Johnson make 170? He literally must have been killing himself. No disrespect. Crazy.
No disrespect. Much love to Rumble.
Real quick.
Absolutely.
Unless do you have another hot topic? Hot topic. I mean, hot
topic. I used to love that store. I used to get all my.
You look like a nigga who used to love
that
those stores.
It fits.
I've never heard that in my life.
Pause. I know, like, and y'all just let it sit there. I was like, these bastards, they gonna just let it sit there like that. Oh man.
Yeah, buddy.
This weekend, this Friday actually, we do have Bellator 301. First of all, Bellator, get your fucking website together.
You said this Friday?
Yeah, this Friday.
That's the one with AJ McKee on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, thanks for telling me. Hey, thanks for telling me.
Look at the website. The website looks messy. It just get your website together, please.
How is AJ McKee, the homegrown kid, not on the main like billboard? You know what I mean?
Don't know.
Just wild.
This their last card?
Under Bellator exclusively. And then PFL bought them, so.
So, hey, quick question. I don't even know if y'all know the answer to this. So now that they've been bought by PFL, does that mean they're going to be on ESPN now?
Well, ESPN and PFL are still in negotiations. So their deal is up. PFL's deal is up in December. So they're still in negotiations with ESPN. So who knows if they even come back to ESPN, which would be interesting. Hey, real quick before we talk about the Bellator card, I know y'all be hating on Daddy Dana, but this man is a whole fool. On Saturday night, they was like, so what's holding you back? Like, y'all both under ESPN, you and PFL. Like, we could do John Jones versus Francis. He was like, we tried that. We tried that when he was over here. Now he's with another organization. He was like, we just came to Madison Square Garden. We're number 1, 2, and 3 at the box office. They can't even sell a fucking gate. And I was like, stand up, Dana, stand up. Tell these people. Because at the end of the day, y'all fans are thinking from your emotions. Y'all are thinking about, what y'all want. Why the fuck would me, as a multi-business who just is reigning supreme over MMA, get some shine to this little bitty promotion that nobody's watching. Go ahead, Jace, because you was over there, boo, boo, boo.
Oh, you want to hear? You want to hear from greatness? Got you. So I'll just say this: I am so disappointed in that reporter who asked the fucking question, because he didn't say what I know the fuck he was thinking. Because when I heard the interview, I'm like, say it. Especially when Dana was like, no. Don't go to the next question. Let's have a discussion. Talk to me about this. Right? And then he should have said what the fuck he wanted to say. I would have said what I wanted to say. You know what I mean? Which is, okay, Dana, right? He always takes a shit on the boxing. Top 3 reasons is always because he say the best don't fight the best.
Mm-hmm.
Those are his words. You know what I mean? So now you are specifically doing, also known as being a hypocrite, right? Of what you're saying you hate about the boxing. Because you know all the fans want to see John Jones and Ngannou fight, especially now with people what they saw Ngannou do in the ring against Tyson, right? Like that turned his stock up. Ngannou's stock is turned up, probably times 2, right? For the simple fact that now the boxing community knows who he is. You know, Sky, I talked to our brother, and he was like, yeah, man, like he's like, I didn't order the fight, but I watched it. And I was like, oh, like your boy can actually box, right? So now people know his name, you know what I mean, about this. So for Dana to take a shit on boxing all the times he does, and don't get me wrong, for good reason, right? But then doesn't participate in it, it's a little hypocrite. Now, I know the argument. I know what you're going to say. Whoa, exactly what he says. We're gates 1, 2, or 3, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Got it. We know this. But you talk about that. You always want to put on the fights that the fans want to see the most. This is arguably the biggest fight that can be made outside of anything to do with Conor.
I just don't even agree with you. It doesn't make business sense. It just doesn't. If I'm the UFC, I'm never doing that. I don't care if the fans show up on my doorstep pleading and crying. I'm never giving the rub to a company who is beneath me. I'm not going to do it. This is not boxing.
That's fine.
MMA
That's
and
fine.
boxing are completely different.
Yes and no. But fine, I just don't want to hear Dana ever make a comment again about how in boxing the best don't fight the best. I don't want to hear it.
But as you being a boxing fan, you already know that that's true.
For the most part, yes. But now those gates are starting to be broken down.
Yeah, because of the Jake Pauls and the rest of the people who have started forcing people to do this.
Listen. Well, not only that, it's just like now we are starting to get the bigger fights. Like when you talk about Spence Earl, Garcia, Tank, like these are all people from different organizations that are fighting each other.
Yeah.
And not to mention he did it as well with Floyd. You know, and he tried to sell his soul.
But leading up to Floyd, this is the main thing that everybody forgets when they talk about Conor versus Floyd. Dana was the one that continuously said no, 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 until it became so big that they made it happen. But once again, that was Conor versus a boxer. He didn't go to PFL. He didn't go over to Bellator and fight these people. It's different. As we've talked about.
It's not the same type of organizations going at the same
the UFC
thing.
They weren't competitive. MMA is not in competition with boxing. It's not the same. But like if you ask our brother, like, oh, you know, do you watch MMA? He probably don't even know what MMA stands for. But he's like, oh yeah, I see the UFC, the UFC fighter. He don't know France is not a part of the UFC anymore. So then when you got these casual viewers and stuff who are watching, and all of a sudden you're trying to, like, you giving rub to the PFL. They don't even know what PFL is. They don't even know what that brand is. So why am I, as a business, speak to me as a business, why I'm going to take my fighter over here and risk him losing to a company that nobody knows about?
That's like Coke doing a commercial with Pepsi to be like, yo, I have this too, and come over here and drink this shit. I understand what you're saying.
Again, I get the argument. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying Dana can't say that anymore because of that. And not to mention Dana in the past has done everything in his power to cross promote. When he was trying, I mean, Sky, this is before your time, young
When they
blood.
were
When he
beneath,
was
when they were
trying,
under Pride.
yeah. So now you get to the top and you just want to keep everyone low. Got it. Cool. Good
Absolutely.
story.
That's how big. That's how
Business.
business be going.
That's why Bellator's out of business. That's why they have to be bought up by PFL. This is business. It's not personal.
It's not personal.
It's
It's
not
business,
personal. We're not
baby.
talking about being
Yeah.
personal. I'm not
That's
talking
what.
about. I'm just talking about Dana White always saying the best don't fight the best. So we want to see,
And the
you know
thing
what I
is,
mean,
we
the
got to
best fights
think
the
Trust
too.
best.
that.
Okay, so then what are they going to do under that? They're not going to just show John and Ngannou fight. Then who's gonna be the co-main event? Who's going to happen under that? What then? What?
Don't care.
Listen, at the end of the day,
But the
you
thing is, you can't just put those guys out there. Is it going to be a
Let me
whole PFL Bellator versus
let me
UFC?
ask you
That ain't never
this.
going to happen.
Let me ask you this. Well, don't say never because
Well,
Floyd
not
and
never.
Connor are
Well, we
supposed to be
don't never
never,
know. Yeah,
or when Pride and the UFC, or when did Dana had Chuck over and get his shit rocked in Pride. You know what I mean? It has
by
happened.
Rampage. Shout out Rampage.
Shout out Rampage. It has happened before. You know what I mean? Far-fetched, yes, I get it. And again, Sky, I get the points that you are making. They're valid points. I'm not discrediting you. I'm just saying I don't want to hear Dana White say certain things because of it, because he's at the opportunity now to make that. But now, since he's the dude, got it. Yeah, UFC is number one at the moment. Got it. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to give no rub to the sport opposed to your
100%.
organization.
Fuck the sport. I am the sport. I am the sport. The
Don't I
UFC is the
disagree?
sport. We've talked
Disagree.
about this. They call MMA UFC. They don't
Yeah.
even know the difference.
For now.
It,
For now.
all we can think about it for now. We can't worry about 10 years from now. The UFC could go bankrupt, something crazy could happen. But for now, I'm gonna hold my number one spot,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna do what's best for my company and my fighters. This man was on my roster. We could not come up with a deal to keep him here. Now he is happy somewhere else. Let Francis Ngannou be happy. Let Francis make his money. Let him box. Let him do what the hell he want to do, and let the UFC do what they want to do. And just accept the fact y'all not gonna see John Jones versus Francis.
But we're not going to accept it because that's what we want to see. You
Who
tell
cares?
me a bit. What do you mean? Who cares? The fans.
I'm not clamoring at the bitch for it.
Well, you are not the
I'm
majority
not.
of people. The majority of fans, overwhelming majority of MMA fans, want to see Ngannou and John Jones. That is the biggest fight you can make in all of MMA outside of something with Conor. Other than that, that is the biggest fight that can be made, hands down.
Okay. Well, it's not going to happen.
We'll see.
It's just not. There's
We
nothing
will see.
you could do that would make Dana White decide to cross promote
Again,
with PFL.
There was a time where we said Conor against Floyd would never happen. Dana White said never. Just like Dana White said there would never be women in the UFC and so on and so forth.
But at the end of the day, I feel like boxing is just completely different than cross promoting with a company that nobody knows. Like I keep using the example when they had Marab versus Jan, they did it at the theater here in Las Vegas inside of Planet Hollywood. I can't remember the name of the Virgin Theater. Right. So they did it in there. That holds 4,500 seats. I didn't go to the UFC fight, but the UFC fight was sold out. 2 weeks later, when PFL came to town, when Shane Burgos, I only went there because I wanted to see Shane. It was empty. It was crazy. The seats started at $25, and even those seats weren't sold. Even those weren't sold. You couldn't sell 4,500 in the fight capital of the world in Las Vegas with your big guy that you just got from the UFC, Shane Burgos. That was the biggest hype. I don't know what else to say about that. And there were other UFC fighters
There's
in the building.
There's nothing else to say.
So, but y'all want the UFC to be like, yeah, well, since, we let Francis go, we're now going to allow him to fight our number one guy because the fans want it. And to answer your questions about the best fight and the best, this goes back to me talking about Cheeto Vera versus Sean O'Malley, which is a BS fight. Hey, it's been the best not fighting the best for the longest. Bilal Muhammad should be fighting for the belt. It's been the best not fighting the best. It's been politics. It's been BS. The rankings don't count. Don't none of that matter. It's been that way. So you can say, yeah, it's been that way.
Sorry, CJ. You had to endure that.
No, but I get it. I get it. It's like from a business standpoint, why would Dana want to do that? To go to older, but you got to see the logistics of things. Like I said, who's gonna be fighting on the undercard? They ain't gonna nope. And that's the thing. Why, like Sky said, why would Dana want to give the rub to PFL when nobody watches PFL now? What's that saying? The 48 laws of power: crush your enemies to when they
Yes,
can't come back no more. It's just plain and simple. It's plain and simple. Hey, we just might have to accept that we might not never see John fight Ngannou.
and it's fine.
It's
It's
fine.
not
Let,
Like
let
fine.
I'm okay.
Francis go. Let
It's
Francis
Hey,
not
go
guess
make
fine.
what?
$25 million boxing. I don't even want to see Francis MMA. Make your boxing money. Try to
Make your
fight
boxing money.
Deontay, Josh, all of them. Get your money. Get your whole bag.
Get your paper
What
bag,
does MMA
boy.
have for him? What does MMA
Yep.
have for him? You
Let's keep
left the
moving. Let's
UFC.
keep
This is
moving.
my last point. You left the UFC to go to PFL. PFL ownership has already come out and said there's no intriguing fights for you, so they're fine with you boxing right now. That's silly as hell. Y'all signed this man, gave this man his money, and y'all didn't have no matchups, no nothing that's ready for him. Man, for instance, stay inside boxing, get your life changing
Stay
money.
inside boxing.
Bellator this weekend. We have, I don't know how to say, Yaroslav.
Yaroslav.
Undisputed.
Yeah, so they're going for
Maybe the
the
best
Grand Prix, right?
welterweight in the world.
Really? You know him?
Maybe the best welterweight in the world.
Really? Okay. Even over your boy Kobe?
Maybe.
Gotta
We
be. That's a fact that he is.
Hey, going against Jason Jackson. Jason Jackson is a Jamaican that I had talked about on one of my videos when I was talking about Jamaican
You're
born
about to
champ.
get the shit beat out of him.
Hey, you know it is what it
Oh,
is.
sir. Oh, my boy Patchy's on the card too.
Yeah, we got the
I be forgetting. And
we got the
Rafion Stotts.
we got the
See,
Grand
that's where they messing up, y'all. I'm sorry. You know, I watch all of this shit and I didn't even see the lineup. It's a good ass card. Well,
the main card is
let me
good.
not say that because every time I'll be like, yo, the card is good, and I tell people and they be like, hey, casual, what the fuck is this shit you got me watching? So hey, watch on your own discretion, y'all. Watch on your own
Alrighty.
So
discretion.
this fight right here, I'm hyped for it. Pettis versus Patchy Mix, I'm hyped for it, especially after the way that Pettis got Rafion Stotts out of there. I don't know why they running Rafion Stotts versus Danny Sabatello back. That was a terrible
Again,
fight.
oh my
It was
god.
terrible. That was a perfect example of how lay and pray should not be rewarded, and they did not reward Danny with the win. But they got their golden child on here, AJ McKee, and they just got him kind of like off in the cut against Sydney Outlaw. I don't know who that
Yep.
is.
Listen, the fact that Bellator really they just need to bring in like Kevin Feige and be done with it.
Who's that?
The guy
Kevin
from
Feige,
Marvel.
he's the brainchild of Marvel.
Oh, okay. Well,
Have him set it up. Have him set up storylines and all
Some
this shit.
storylines and all of that.
You
Yeah.
know, marketing because right now they're getting ran by DC. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's kind of like a double entendre. But and then we got Patricky Pitbull on here as well. So I mean, the main
solid card.
Yeah, the main card's gonna do what it's
Solid.
gonna do. It should be good. So y'all
Alrighty.
make sure
And this
check
is Friday.
Yeah, that's this Friday.
Cool.
Well, it's that time, folks.
Yes, we've overstayed our welcome. We appreciate y'all coming and checking us out. Make sure that y'all come back next week. Next week we're gonna have a different discussion, another guest on here. I'm not even gonna tell them what kind of guest is coming on because I don't even want them to even have a moment to try to look into nothing. We just go come back next week. Don't miss it.
I hope it's Kobe.
We're out. Peace.
Peace.
I hope it's Kobe. It's crazy.
Definitely not Kobe. That's crazy.
So I have to go and give birth right now. So I'm like sweating.
All I can say is I'm happy I didn't stop recording. Peace.